good morning. It is day 3 here in Copenhagen. We're up around 10 a.m. this morning. Definitely need some coffee in me to really get this day starting. Big day of shopping, and then I think we are going to a couple castles, royal palaces, and I believe a botanical garden, or the rose garden I should say. And this really 4:30 sunrise thing is a little too early, especially when we don't have blackout curtains, so definitely need breakfast and coffee first.
So to breakfast and coffee we go. It seems like a pretty quiet morning here in Copenhagen. There's a few people wandering around, but the sun is shining and it's not raining, so that's what's important. And it looks like we ran into a graffiti art exhibition being set up as well. And now we're at Roast Coffee, here to get some iced coffee and some croissants. Brian got his with milk, while mine is just black coffee. But now we're all energized, we're going to do some thrifting and vintage shopping. First up is called Wasteland. It's a vintage and thrift shop store. And with a lot of different patterns and colors on their clothing, a lot of interesting stuff, but nothing that caught our eye to buy. Then we ran into some different historical monuments just wandering around to our next spot. Not really sure what any of these actually are, so let me know in the comments below. Then we went back to our favorite little glass and ceramic shop, making these little ghosts that I absolutely fell in love and I had to get one. As well as all these different little creatures that they had for sale. Unfortunately, I didn't pick one of these up, but I definitely should have. And besides little creatures, they had all different cups and mugs like you saw in the last video, and they make all that stuff right in shop. So it was definitely interesting to watch them work. And best for last, a cute dog in the window as well. What I would pay to be a dog in a glass shop though. Really living the life. But for now, more sightseeing and people watching as we wander around the streets. And with all that walking, we decided to get a little bit more of a heftier lunch at the living room. It's a cute little lounge / coffee shop with lots of seating and definitely a good event space as well. Bunch of different pastries, croissants, cakes, and more hearty food like these sandwiches as well. So we got another round of coffee, this turkey sandwich, and Brian wanted a smoothie too. And it looks like this place has a pretty solid nightlife, and these aren't half bad for drink prices.
Finished lunch here at the living room, and that's probably one of the best sandwiches I had in a while. And the coffee's pretty solid too. So if you're definitely in the area, stop by. And it's actually pretty close to like main shopping street, so it's an easy way to step off the main path, take some downtime and refuel so you can continue shopping. When they say Copenhagen is a bikeable city, they may be onto something.
The graffiti exhibit looks like it's making a good amount of progress. I think we walk by it one more time on our vacation. I tried looking for a little information online about it, but no luck there. But for now, it was head to the train station, head down about 6 different escalators so we can jump on the train and head to our next spot. Also, I love how automated the trains are. It makes it so easy to get on and off, and they're consistent with them coming every 3 minutes. And because we have the Copenhagen card, we don't really have to pay. We're able just to walk on and off, and we don't have to ding at these pillars to actually take money off of our cards. But for now is to check out the Royal Garden.
think fighting a swan is on my travel to-do list today, so we're just gonna loop around.
Then we decided to swing by Rosenborg Castle.
Unfortunately, we weren't able to go inside the castle just because we needed a ticket that would be for a specific entrance time, and we would have gotten the last entrance time, but we would have had to wait about 40 minutes, and then we would only have about 40 minutes to an hour to actually explore the castle. But that's okay, we wandered around the grounds a little bit, and I will say it was very well guarded is how I'll put it.
And then it was off to the Botanical Gardens nearby. Then we decided to check out this little fresh food market. It has one of the best bakeries in Copenhagen, so we had to check that out, called Albatross and Venner. I apologize in advance if I say that wrong. We just got a wide array of little treats from there, including a vanilla custard tart, a croissant, and then a pizza-like Danish. And Brian, of course, wanted another smoothie. Probably the best pastries we've had here in Copenhagen.
Went back to the hotel a little bit, showered up so we aren't so sweaty, and now we're off to get pizza for dinner.
And it was just a quick walk from the hotel over the train station, seeing some more cool architecture like this cactus building. And then we were in the neighborhood that was once the old meatpacking district. But instead of still being operational, it's been turned into a nightlife area. But now, it's time for dinner at Mother. I had a pizza with some specialty ham and some basil on it. And Brian got a take on their version of a pepperoni pizza.
I think the pizza's currently winning, but maybe I will power through and be able to finish it all. Stay tuned. I did it. Very full.
And just outside dinner was this interesting building where this archway is actually painted on it, and it's not actually a hollow building. It kind of blew my mind.
I think that's the fastest I've ever gotten a pizza. We placed our order and within 5 minutes we already had our food. Like, that turnaround time was crazy, considering back home that could have easily taken 20-30 minutes. So I don't know what they're doing back in that kitchen, but they are making those pizzas very quickly.
And then we were off to Aben Brewery for an after-dinner drink.
It just feels like I'm drinking a smoothie at this point. It's so thick and just tastes like juice the entire time. If you handed this to me, I wouldn't have known that this is alcoholic.
Or make that 2 after-dinner drinks and then a stop at Jolene nearby, which is another bar. We were here pretty early in the night, so there wasn't much of a crowd. And just had 1 or 2 drinks more before we wrapped up the night.
Managed to make it home after a definite long day. Hopefully a good night's sleep, and other than that, have a good night. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow.